Mayor's Gold Cup History, The Journey, as recalled by Vick Peters. Before the Mayor's Gold Cup, I had organized some very successful teams over a period of 20 years in Hawaii. During those years, I had never played on the same team as Frank. We were always on opposing teams. You can imagine what that was like. Looking back on the beginning of our journey, Frank had probably called several other people who turned him down. I was probably his last choice. Nonetheless, we became close in a very short time. What say you, Frank? Whenever older teams visited Hawaii, they contacted Frank, and he did all the logistics, and I was responsible for organizing players and putting teams together. We had teams visit from Japan and Korea. Here is a picture of Japan 8, 2000. In January 2001, Frank asked me to organize teams for 4 games against Canadians over 55s. We lost every game with some players as young as 43. The main Canadian organizers were Wolf, Udo, and Werner. Here's a picture of Frank with Wolf and Werner. I remember meeting Werner for the first time. He was 10 years older than me and built like a rock. He and his old friends beat the crap out of us. Werner and Wolf advised us to go to this oldie tourney in New Zealand. We met them and had a great time. The Canadians came to Hawaii again, and once again, we were embarrassed. I was determined to beat these old men, so I started Hawaii's first over 45 league. Our guys looked up to players like Werner and were given hope that maybe they can still play at his age. The last time I saw Werner was in January 2013. Werner kneeling down after a game where, as usual, he left everything he had on the field. I asked him how he was feeling, and he said, "Oh, I'll be okay, Vic. Just need to catch my breath." I had a feeling this was the last time I would see him on the field, and began to reflect on his influence on me. So we decided that in order to compete in older age groups, we needed our own league and needed to travel internationally to get contacts and gain experience. Wolf convinced Frank and me to start a tourney in January because that was a good time for them to visit Hawaii. I started a non-profit called the Aloha United Football Club. The original members donated $100 each, which gave us some seed money for organizing. We went to our first international in New Zealand in 2001. In addition, Max Sword had a contest to design our Aloha emblem, and the one selected looked like this. Before that, I was invited to a Latino Christmas party and talked Sergio into helping to organize an over 45 division in the Miso League. We started with 4 teams in March 2001, and the following year we held our first tournament, which eventually became known as the Mayor's Gold Cup. Frank interfaced with most of the visiting teams and set up logistics, and I handled the money using the Aloha United bank account. To make our good fortune complete, the Waipio Peninsula Soccer Stadium had just opened in 2000, so we finally had a terrific facility to host tourneys in Hawaii. Well, now here we are in 2020 and continuing to offer the excitement, the facilities, the locale, the camaraderie of the Mayor's Gold Cup in paradise. And so, we owe a debt of gratitude to Wolf, Udo, Werner, and those Canadians who made us humble and helped us forge what we have today. so that players like you, Frank, and me can continue playing. And who knows, we might be playing for a long time. So have a great tournament. Enjoy Hawaii and the camaraderie with aloha.